I didn't study fashion design at university. I wanted to, but I wasn't accepted. Of course, if somebody had described to me how challenging it would be, I might not have even started. I had no contacts in the fashion field, so I'd say I've been through it all. What's funny about being an entrepreneur is that your life is on a constant roller coaster. So basically one day you can be at your lowest, frustrated with everything, and then the next day you can be at your highest, thinking how amazing it all is. I think you actually feel when you're successful, but what I've seen is that often when you feel at your lowest, then the success is just around the corner. I'm the founder and creative director of Marimo, a slow fashion luxury brand located in Estonia. I've been in this business for 14 years and we have expanded Marimo to 20 different countries worldwide. My mission in fashion is to empower women to feel confident and beautiful every day, so I encourage them to make more thoughtful and better fashion choices. It's been a hard journey because I'm from a simple family. We lived in the countryside. I had no contacts in the fashion field, so I'd say I've been through it all. So I've cried on my bedroom floor thinking that it was all too much. I also have overcome financial challenges over and over again. So yeah, it's been a journey. People often ask how I've done it, and I'm actually happy to share my journey as an example how you actually can make your dreams come true. The journey of my fashion brand began in my childhood. So basically when I was 6 or 7 years old, I don't remember exactly, I already started to sew for my sister's dolls because my mom was a tailor. And then by the time when I was 10 or 11, I made all my own clothes. And in high school, I already started to sew for my friends and their friends, and then the dream of my international fashion brand began. So I participated in various fashion shows during my school time, and as I was successful there, it actually boosted my self-confidence. So here is my first interview. It was year 2005, and it says that I want to go to fashion business. So funny, but I was very self-confident that I will win. And I see that. Yeah, I did win it, and here's the prize. And it also says 2005, so yeah, it was 19 years ago already. And here I also have some photos of this show. These were a bit different pieces, I'd say, but it was a really funny project.
Do you have a favorite look from that time, like from that collection?
Yeah, it's actually here. It's with blue and yellow, and it was a very big construction, so yeah, it was something really like extraordinary I actually did. All the pieces were in different shapes, and there was this tree I used to make some pieces, so it was a really hard work.
How did you have time for that when you were at school?
Basically, I started to sew every evening when I went back home.
Did somebody help you? Or did you...
No, I did everything myself, yeah. I didn't study fashion design at university. I wanted to, but I wasn't accepted. They said that I already had my own style. I now feel that everything happens for a reason, so often we actually realize in the future that something that happened was good for us. went studying textile and garment technology, and I have to say now that it was the best choice I could do, because now I use my knowledge every day to advise my team. I studied how to make garments. I studied about fabrics, about pattern making, garment construction and so on. And actually also I took lessons from Estonian Academy of Arts about fashion design. This knowledge has helped me a lot because I advise my team daily on how to make made-to-measure garments for our international customers. During my university studies, although I didn't have much resources, I turned down job offers because of my dream, and I didn't want that future of regret, so I was sure I want to go to fashion business and start my own company. I did some side jobs, and I also started to make made-to-order garments for my friends and their friends, so actually it was a pretty big business at some point. After I started my company, I actually went to work at the Estonian Academy of Arts because of my clothing technology expertise, and it was pretty ironic to myself because they didn't accept me as a student, but I was good enough as a teacher. And I was also working there as a international fashion project manager, and it was just needed for me because I was a new entrepreneur, and I needed the job because otherwise I didn't have any money. Before I officially started my company, I actually asked for business advice from my friends, and then I also met some experienced entrepreneurs. I remember I was pretty nervous before I first met them, but funny enough, I actually found love. So one of them, Raido, he became my partner, my husband, and also the father of our 3 children. Raido asked me really tough questions, but it actually helped me grow. He's still one of our advisors in Marimo. Raido has confessed later that he first fell in love with my brain and then with me. It was the warmest day during the last 100 years in autumn in Estonia. So we hoped actually that there will be like -5 degrees, but it was +20. And I made a jacket for myself, but basically I didn't need it. Emma was so small, and she had a fever that day. It was such a beautiful day, and I still get goosebumps when I look at the video. When I started my company, at first I made everything myself, from client meetings, fittings, fashion shows, marketing and sales. And everything I earned, I put back into the company to help it grow. Raido connected me with key contacts, actually today's shareholders, so I'm very grateful to our initial team, and they still provide monthly feedback for our current topics. Marimo started with biannual collections, and we launched our first women's collection in August 2011. And I think it shows well that I had this minimal style language, but already then I loved some particular details. But I can't believe that it's already like 13 years, so it's been a long journey. She was our first face for years. My style language has evolved over time, but I've always loved wearable garments, classical pieces. And at some point I had some doubts that maybe this classical style is too boring and I should do something extraordinary. But now I feel that I do the right thing, and we have found a community who shares the same values. In the beginning, Marimo had no boutique, and we were selling through Estonian design shops and through our website. But I have to admit I was not happy with the website back then because it was not good enough for our international ambitions. And I remember one rainy evening I was telling to Raido that if we can't upgrade the website, we have to close the brand. But then we found the solution together, although I was actually struggling and we lacked the funds. As I said in the beginning, when you feel your lowest, often success is just around the corner, and it was like that at this point. Our spring 2014 collection was a breakthrough, so after a collection presentation on Saturday evening, on Monday morning we had a queue outside the store where we had our pop-up shop. After opening the boutique, we hired our first employees, which increased my responsibilities as an entrepreneur. And although it was difficult already before that, I realize now that actually I didn't know much about entrepreneurship yet. I'd say that after hiring employees, you reach your level as an entrepreneur. Having our own space felt wonderful, and we started to experiment with different concepts. We had boutique events that now have grown into alfresco dinners in fresh air in our courtyard, which means that we can meet with our customers, learn from them, and grow the community with the same values. Transitioned from working alone to managing 9 employees plus partners. That means that I personally need to grow all the time. So I've read many leadership books. I also had a mentor who was Raido actually, but at some point we decided that it's not reasonable anymore because it's not good for our relationship. So I had a coach, and I just tried to be the best version of myself every day. Building the right team has not been easy, and sometimes if you find the right fit, people want to move on to pursue their dreams. And although I encourage this, it's still hard as an entrepreneur because you need to start over again. But I still believe that everything happens for a reason. For the first 7 years, I basically worked 24/7. So I stayed up late, I pulled all-nighters if necessary. But with the birth of our first baby, everything changed. My baby needed me, but I also didn't want to give up my dream. So I started to delegate more, I started to make faster decisions. And actually, now I say that with each baby, my company has reached new heights. Now with 3 children, it's even more important to balance my work, family life and hobbies. To have some me time, I wake up 4:45 every morning, and during that time I do some work tasks or go for a run. It allows me to recharge. At some point I felt that thinking late at night what and which photo to post on Instagram was not an effective marketing, so I decided that we needed a person for that job. And first we started to create value-driven social media content, and we saw that people really liked to see how to actually wear our garments. And when we posted the first video about how to style a lace pencil skirt, the skirt was sold out the next day.
Wear it with those beautiful new heels. It's a very classical outfit, but if you will combine it with those more festive heels here, you can wear this outfit, for example, in a wedding.
Our goal with the export grant was to expand through clothing fairs, but then COVID hit. Almost at the same time, we had a very successful collaboration with Anna Bay, who is the founder of School of Affluence. She posted a video on Instagram and later on YouTube where she was wearing our dress, and this brought us many new followers and our first international customers.
So I'm wearing a dress from Marimo fashion. It's an Estonian brand that I have worn before. So this dress, it goes below the knee like this, and that's very appropriate for the office because you don't want to have anything short like that.
This actually inspired us to focus even more on social media marketing. After receiving our first international customers, it felt like a right time to make one of my dreams come true. So we brought our made-to-measure service online. It quickly became our strongest competitive advantage in luxury fashion market. And now, looking back, COVID unexpectedly benefited us because we made the right decisions. My brand's journey has not been easy, but I wouldn't change anything. Of course, if somebody had described to me how challenging it would be, I might not have even started, but I am still glad that I dreamt big. We only have one life, and I wouldn't want to regret of not trying. As an entrepreneur, you have to be ready to push yourself out of your comfort zone all the time. For example, there was time when I was feared speaking English because I was afraid I'm saying something incorrectly. But now I create videos in English to connect with women all around the world. And making a smart investment purchase is the key to creating your perfect capsule wardrobe. I encourage everyone with a dream to go for it. Just be ready to make an effort, because doing something big is not an easy journey. If you are afraid of not being ready, the truth is that you will never be ready, because there are always something you need to learn along the way. Just start and let go of perfectionism. It's important to keep in mind that 20% of actions create 80% of results. I've actually learned the hard way that often as an entrepreneur it's better to have something done than perfect, because otherwise you wouldn't get anything done. Thank you for watching, and thank you to all who have supported my brand through the years. I'll show you something funny. It was a photo shoot, but a really short one, and you will see why. Wait for it. Wait for it now.